All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Circuit Paul Ricard. This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Sim Racing Mania heads to France, baby. Some great racing here tonight. Race number 5 in that 2019 Blancpain GT3 series season. A 60-minute race from a very, very challenging track. Paul Ricard. Who's going to take home the victory tonight? You're going to have to find out by watching TurnLeft TV. It's live right here, baby. A lot of twists and turns at this track, and a lot of high-speed straightaways, but some really, really tight hairpins. Oh, don't forget the chicanes. It's Paul Ricard tonight in Sim Racing Mania. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeft TV. Right now, these guys are in the qualification session, just finishing up, I believe. Morris Pashuta is the top time here, 2:02.013 here in quals. Adam Karkazeski getting his final attempt in here, or final lap in here. He's currently shown 5th on the grid, 2:02.773 is his time. Getting some chatters in here. Good luck, Michael Brooks. Good luck, Daniel Nieto. Alyssa May joining us. Hey, Mr. Johnson. Hey, Alyssa. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. So ending qualifications, like Morris Pashuta is the top time. In about 10 minutes here in the warm-up session, you see Gregor Bulat second, Antti Rossi third, Thomas Golan starts in the 4th position, Matthew Karkazeski 5th, Daniel Vidimari 6th, Artur Zakula 7th, Michael Brooks 8th, Giacomo Ettore 9th, and Daniel Nieto starts in the 10th position. We'll take a look at the track here at Paul Ricard, man, located in Les Castellets. I'm pronouncing that right, France. Almost a 6-kilometer in length track, man, and you see, look at that, very, very long straights, a lot of, a couple chicanes here, and then some hairpin turns, and these hairpin turns really go on forever. So 15 turns, and very challenging track, a fun track too. A lot of opportunity to really draft up on somebody, use a slipstream, and get around some folks. Thanks so much for coming into the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeft TV. If you like what you see, please hit that thumbs up button, man. And ladies, if you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. Hit that subscribe button, and then you can click that bell next to the subscribe button to get updates when we have races coming up, when I have videos uploaded. And then if you'd like to contribute in another manner, you can also hit the donate button up in the link in the banner and make a donation through PayPal. Thanks to all those folks who have supported TurnLeft TV. Greatly appreciate that. The point standings. The top 20. Daniel Vidimari, 189 points in first. Hector Thompson, 166 in second. Antti Rossi in third. Gregor Bulat, fourth. Giacomo Ettore is fifth. You see Adam Karkazeski, Daniel Nieto, Stefano De Nadal, and Artur Zakula, Lorenzo Finetto rounding out the top 10. Schedule, of course, 60-minute race here at Paul Ricard. Next week, Misano, 45-minute race there. In Zandvoort, 45-minute race on 26 November. And finishing out the season on 8 December at Hungaroring, 45-minute race. So tonight we got Paul Ricard. Thanks so much for coming in to the YouTube channel. Hey man, I finally got my hat in. How about that? It matches the logo over there. Hey, thanks so much. I always appreciate people coming in and checking out the YouTube channel. we're getting big time, man. I mean, I feel like Aerosmith right now. Well, maybe not Aerosmith. Spinal Tap, that's who I feel like. Puppet Show and Spinal Tap. And about 6 minutes left here in the warm-up session. Make sure the side-by-side's working. Looks like it is, and we got an ugly cam on that one too. That's right, we got an ugly cam right here. If you can also support me by clicking on the link, the Fanatic link down in the description of this race. And I'll tell you what, man, Black Friday is coming up. If you're looking for some racing equipment, give those guys a look, man. I've got the DD1 wheelbase, the GT2 wheel rim, of course the shifter, and the V3 inverted pedals, and absolutely love it, man. That DD1 wheelbase is a dream. It really has made racing fun for me. I know these guys can attest that maybe not any faster at a road course. I got on this track here the other day just to give it a try, and I was a little bit behind these main guys here, but I'm just the broadcaster. Now, really, if you are interested in some racing equipment, I appreciate it if you follow that link and give those guys a look. If you like the Fanatic stuff, follow that link. You can also follow me on Twitter at TurnLeft TV and Facebook at TurnLeft TV1. And then there's my Discord address way up there. You see that? If you would like to friend me on Discord, you can definitely type in that address and find me there. Coming up tomorrow night, Mountain Peak Speedway, the final race of the season, race number 11 in that fourth season of 2019 in the Ironman Racing Series. 107 laps from Mountain Peak. That is Charlotte, and that points battle is tight, man. You definitely do not want to miss it. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Our little overlay is working there, and I think one version of the track map is working. It's a little bit behind, but I think we got a track map that works down there in the lower right. It's a little small. Can't get the main one to work for some reason. Some tracks it works, some tracks it doesn't. I'm sure somebody's out there's got the secret. If you want to tell me what the secret is, let me know. Give me a shout. Couple minutes left here in the warm-up session. Who got a big win last week? Well, let's take a look. It was Danielle Vidimari at Nürburgring. Late race pass for Danielle. Qualified second and ran behind Thomas Golab pretty much the whole night, and then finished him off there with about 10 minutes or so left to go in the race, and took home the race victory. Thomas finished second. Gregor Bulat finished third. Hector Thompson fourth. And Antti Rossi finished in the fifth position. So congratulations to our podium. Danielle Vidimari, Thomas Golab, Gregor Bulat. Will they be up front again tonight? Yes. I think they will. Antonello Mastro. Right now, 17th on the grid here in the warm-up session. I'm going to jump on board here and make sure we got this all lined up. It's a little bit different for all the makes, by the way. Guess that's not too bad for that one. Caleb Rhymes joining us in here, I believe. Oh, listen, Mason, when you going to race? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Friday night. We'll see. Never live, man. I'm never going to broadcast at the driver's seat live because I'll probably end up wrecking. Caleb Rhymes says, I love the cars today. I do too, man. I love these GT3 cars, and the official content's just fantastic. All right, I think that will do it for the warm-up session. Here we go, boys and girls. About ready to make it happen. So a 60-minute race from Circuit Paul Ricard tonight.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, man. Morris Pasciuta starts on the pole here tonight. Gregor Bulat is second. Antti Rossi third. Thomas Golab fourth. Adam Karkazeski is fifth. Danielle Vidimari sixth. Artur Zakula seventh. Michael Brooks eighth. Miguel Nieto is ninth. And Richard Brooks, I believe, is 10th. Probably this guy's switching positions here a little bit. I think these guys start actually in turn 3. Turn 3 here, so it's going to get going in a hurry. Morris Pasciuta on the pole here. And Aston Martin Vantage. Gregor Bulat, of course, in that Porsche. Got a couple Porsches there. Antti Rossi in the Porsche as well. Thomas Golab in that McLaren in fourth. Adam Karkazeski in the BMW is fifth. Tell you what, man, there's been a lot of competitiveness and a lot of talking here. Here we go. Green. It's going to be fast and furious, boys and girls. Pasciuta is the race leader. Gregor Bulat is third. The second, Antti Rossi third. Look at Artur Zakula here running in the 7th position in that Porsche. Long straightaways, and you got a chicane right here. Going to go left and then back to the right. You're going to step on the gas here. Another long straight. Ahead of him is Giacomo Ettori running in the 8th position. That'd be just behind him running in 8th in that Porsche. These guys have new paint schemes here. I haven't seen some of these paint schemes before, so. Last week's winner, Danielle Vidimari, right now running in the 6th position. Paint scheme there in Aston Martin. Now our race leader, Morris Pashuta, and he has got Gregor Bulat all over the back of him right now. A tight battle here. This is for the race lead. Stefano Di Donato and Mario Saliba going by there in 13th and 14th. Out of the back of our race leader, Morris Pashuta's machine at Gregor Bulat, who is looking on that inside here to try to get around. Tell you what, he is pressuring this Aston Martin right now. That is a tight battle there for the race lead. Big battle here for the third position. Andrew Rossi, Thomas Golab battling for position. Andrew Rossi in third, Thomas Golab in the fourth position at McLaren. McLaren is looking on the inside line here coming into the turn. He might outbrake him. Looks like he gets by there in the chicane, and now Andrew Rossi back to fourth. All over the back of that McLaren right now, and he's trying to get this spot back. He's going to be on the high side for this turn, however. He does not have a preferred position here for this turn, and he might be able to pull it off anyway here. Good side-by-side battle, and we got a side-by-side battle here for the race lead as well. Look at this. Thomas Golab, or excuse me, Gregor Bulat has gotten around Morris Pashuta. Morris Pashuta does not like that, man. He wants to get that spot back, and we've got another battle here. Look at this. Adam Karkaszewski in that BMW trying to muscle his way through. Oh, man, look at that. Looked like Andrew Rossi got a little bit sideways there. We got some racing going on here. These guys trying to vie for position. A 60-minute race, man. Just settle in. Daniel Fedemari here, and then Aston Martin running in the fifth position. Last week's winner. Nose and tail here with these guys. Take a look at Richard Brooks here. And Aston Martin. Oh, man, he's trying to get by. He's going to get cut track penalty if he's not careful. Getting by Michael Brooks there. And, wow, what a pass there. He went down to the inside. Looks like those guys got bottled up a little bit. So Michael Brooks, Richard Brooks battling for position. You see Daniel Nieto also in this mix as well. And then Aston Martin, that yellow Aston Martin there. So good battle there with those guys. Antonello Mastro, Farouk Talib battling for position. Antonello on the outside. Now he's on that inside line, preferred line as he goes into the turn, and that McLaren now picks up a spot. He's up to the 24th position. Farouk Talib is in 25th. But Valerio Margarito running in the 22nd position. Antonello Mastro is in 23rd now. So these guys starting to pick up positions. I think we got a couple guys here might have made some pit stops here. Look at this, Michael Brooks and Richard Brooks battling for position into the turn. Got BMW, Michael Brooks on the inside here for, oh man! And wow, I tell you what, that is some racing going on there. Daniel Nieto also racing for position. That 97 car, the Aston Martin's going to get around Richard Brooks. And these guys are battling like it's the last lap there. So Richard Brooks now back to the 11th position as Daniel Nieto takes over the 10th spot. Herman Mahadi. And Aston Martin trying to get a position. Oh, a little contact with the McLaren. Gio Navoli. That McLaren probably not going to be too happy about that contact. Want to get him back here. Getting a little chippy with these guys. I tell you what, man, these guys really do great. They're racing like stock cars, man, beating and banging around and swapping some paint like the stock cars. Andre Rosu and Gio Navoli now battling for position. Andre down on the inside line. Oh, man, he does slides in there. How does he take that spot? How does he take that spot? Mahadi and Luke Olam battling for position. Aston Martin and the BMW, and some contact right there. Contact from Mahadi takes that spot. Now 15th. Luke Olam is in 16th. I'll tell you what, he's got more battling going on here. This is Andre Rasu and Luke Olam battling for position down the front stretch. Aston Martin versus BMW. And I see a left-hander right here, so he's going to have to pull off that pass. He does. He gets in there a little bit ahead of Luke Olam. Giacomo Ettore and Thomas Golab battling for position. Porsche versus McLaren here into the turn. Drag race into the chicane here. Oh, that Porsche a little bit wide right there. Thomas Golab going to be able to take that spot back. Giacomo Ettore in 7th. Thomas Golab now moves back to the 6th position. Daniel Nieto and Michael Brooks here battling for us. Look at that, man. That's a 3-way battle right there. Richard Brooks in this mix as well. Really a 4-way battle. Swinging a little bit wide there. Daniel Nieto in 9th. Michael Brooks in 10th. Michael Brooks in that BMW, man. He's trying to get back in front of this Aston Martin here. On board here with Michael Brooks. Look at that battle, man. That is just all take, baby. Not a lot of give here. Not a lot of give here. Got this Antti Rossi and Adam Karkazeski battling for position. Porsche versus BMW. Little left-hander here, and I'll tell you what, man, Adam Karkazeski better watch it because he's got somebody breathing down his neck. That looks like Daniel Fittimari, I believe. Yeah, Daniel Fittimari here breathing down his neck, and I'll tell you what, Adam Karkazeski going to try to take that spot back. I have no doubt that BMW is going to try to go on the attack here. Not afraid to lay a little bumper on you here to get your car out of off kilter so he can take that spot. A good battle right there. Giacomo Ettore and Thomas Golab still fighting. Seeing them side by side through that turn before, and that Porsche there off the track just a little bit wide, but he might have some momentum here to pull off that pass. So it does look like a Giacomo there moving on to the 6th position. These guys just keep exchanging that position back and forth, back and forth. Battle for 6th. Thomas Golab in that McLaren and Giacomo Ettore in 6th in that Porsche. This battle here, man. Oh no, there's some contact right there. I think the Adam Karkazeski and that Porsche got together. Uh-oh. I think there was some contact there. Adam Karkazeski, Antti Rossi might have gotten together here. Take a look at this battle here. They are beating and banging around right there. And then he comes around. And then, oh man, Antti Rossi and that Porsche. Giacomo Ettore, I think he just the benefactor of this. Watch this. Those guys get around, and then he's going to gain a spot. I think Daniel Fittimari got in this as well, so watch him. He's in that Aston Martin, and he sees nothing but Porsche in front of him. And there's a little contact right there. So Daniel Fittimari, last week's winner, and Antti Rossi getting together. Again, we're on board here. Watch this. On board here with Daniel Fittimari, and oh, just nothing but Porsche right there. Side of that Porsche. Karkazeski will go on board here with him. They're just swapping positions, and then he just, there was just contact. These guys were leaning on each other pretty hard. Just again, they were leaning on each other through the turn. And then just more leaning right there, and then the Porsche comes around. What a shame there. That was a great battle that was shaping up here. This is Thomas Golab and Antti Rossi. Excuse me, Thomas Golab now in 6th. It's Antti Rossi trying to get things gathered up, and he might have to come into the pits here and maybe get some work done. Antti Rossi. He is shown in the 8th position in that Porsche. He has recovered a little bit, but I'm sure he is fuming. Gregor Bulat is the race leader. That guy is in another zip code right now. He's got a 3-second lead over Morris Pashuta. Adam Karkazeski third, Giacomo Ettore fourth, Danielle Vidimari is fifth. You just see some battling going on. Michael Hossanek in that McLaren trying to pick up some spots. Right now shown in the 20th position. Got a little bit of a battle on his hands. Valerio Margarito, I believe, is battling him right now. Actually, that's Xavier Eugeni battling him for the 20th position. Xavier in 21st. Good tight right battle right there between the two of those guys, BMW and McLaren. Michael Hossanek and Xavier Eugeni. Michael Brooks and Michael Brooks, oh my God, he missed the turn right there. I think he might have got a little help here. We'll take a look at this. I think he might have gotten a little help. So a little contact right there. Richard Brooks and Michael Brooks getting together. Look at that. Michael Brooks trying to hang on to that car, and he's going to miss that turn. Oh man, how does he keep from getting into the wall? My heavens, man. And, so he's going to lose a little bit of turn. He might get a cut track penalty here. I'm not sure. He's definitely going to give that position up. Take a look here. This is on board here with Richard Brooks, and oh man, he just gets into the back of Michael Brooks. See, Michael Brooks goes sailing here. Richard Brooks off the track a little bit, trying to recover. He's going to lose a couple positions. Wow, man, Michael Brooks off track right there. Watch this, man. He's going to hang on to this. Look at that. He's working the wheel there, trying to get. Oh man, he almost gets into the concrete barrier there as well. And now getting that thing back out on track. Claudio Barrera and Richard Brooks battling for position now. A couple Aston Martins there battling. Oh man, Aston Martins, man, you guys are on the same team. Same manufacturer. You gotta don't lean on each other. Claudio Barrera takes over the 10th position. Andre Rousseau right now running in the 14th position. Some of these guys, I think, are coming down pit lane here. Farouk Talib indicating he might have come around, and we'll see. Farouk Talib, and now, oh man, a little help there. A little help. Farouk Talib and Antonello Mastro. Oh man, those guys were beating him around. My gosh. So Farouk Talib loses that position as Antonello Mastro takes over the 22nd spot. That's what I'm saying, man. Those guys just getting after it here. Richard Brooks and Claudio Barrera here racing for the 10th position. Richard Brooks down on that inside, trying to gain this. We saw these guys racing there about half a lap ago, and they're back at it. And it looks like Richard Brooks is going to take that position back, so he reclaims that 10th position. Claudio Barrera now back to the 11th spot. Look at Michael Hossanek here running in the 18th position right now. Xavier Eugeni, I believe he might have had some trouble here. Xavier Eugeni might have spun around and getting some information that he came around that 23 car. He was in the 18th position, and Michael Hossanek gets around. Well, I tell you what, Gregor Bulat is exactly where you want to be, and that is out front. You do not want to be in the mix here as problems starting to unfold for some of these drivers here. Race leader is Gregor Bulat. He has almost a 5-second lead over Morris Pashuta. Morris Pasciuta running in that second position, but he's got Adam Karkozeski breathing down his neck right now. I tell you what, Adam Karkozeski has been on a mission. He wants to win one of these races here. And he keeps getting closer and closer and closer. Right now running in third, and he is breathing down the neck of Morris Pasciuta. Giacomo Ettore also in this mix too, so a good tight battle here. Morris Pasciuta in the second position. At the back of his machine, Adam Karkozeski in that BMW. He's for second. Adam Karkozeski in third. You see Giacomo Ettore, Daniele Vitamari also in this mix as well. Daniele Vitamari had some a few issues there. And, he's battled back. Drag race here into the turn. Left-hander and then back to the right. See that Porsche there, Giacomo Ettore also watching this out of the front of his machine. He's just waiting, man. He's just sitting and waiting here just to see if there's going to be some issue where he might be able to take advantage. You see Adam Karkozeski trying to take a peek there on that inside line and not going to work. Feeling he's not going to give up on this. What do you think? Oh man, he almost pulled off that pass. Boy, he slung it in there, didn't he? He was hanging it out. On board here with Adam Karkozeski running in the third position. Tell you what, man, I think Adam Karkozeski is going to get that spot. Take a look at side by side. There, 3 wide. Look at that, man, 3 wide. Adam Karkozeski. Morris Pasciuta, Giacomo Ettore, 3 wide. Oh, Adam Karkozeski backs off there. How about that, man? That's a 4-way battle. Man, that was a heck of a battle right there. It's Gregor Bulat continuing to lead. I have a feeling this battle is not over. Extending that race lead here, but I just have a feeling, man, that those guys are not done arguing over that position. Go back here and look at this. Look at this battle here. This is a 3-way battle, arguably 4-way battle here, but these guys are 3 wide down the front stretch into the turn. This is going to be a left-hander right here. Karkozeski in the middle here. He's the sandwich, the meat in the sandwich, so to speak. And you see the Porsche there taking the race lead. Pasciuta in third now. Karkozeski fourth. This battle here continues to rage here because a little bit later, we'll jump up here a little bit later, Adam Karkozeski now battling Pasciuta here. It's a BMW versus Aston Martin into the turn. That BMW going to muscle his way through, taking over the third position. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure that battle is over there. Adam Karkozeski takes that spot, but I bet you before it's over with, Morris Pasciuta is going to be back breathing down his neck. And you see Daniele Vitamari also in this mix as well. He's running in the 5th position. Pasciuta is in 4th, Karkozeski 3rd. Great racing, man. That is just great racing. We've seen this all season long out of these guys here. We got 38 minutes left to go. We got a lot of racing going, but we have really seen this a lot out of these guys, just flat out getting after it. And you know who's sneaking up in the mix? That's right, Thomas Golab. He always seems to find a way. If something doesn't happen to him along the way, he always seems to find a way to get up front here in that McLaren. And he is, you see that battle there heating up as Daniele Vitamari and Morris Pasciuta battling for position. Golab is, he's looking at this out of the front of his machine. running in the 6th position as Morris Prosciutto now back to 5th. And Danielle Vitamari pulls off that pass. I think they took out they might have taken out the cone. See if this has already happened here. I think they end up taking out the cone here somewhere. Yeah, there you go. There goes the cone. Everybody's hitting that cone. Got a cone there in the track. These guys just getting after it. A couple Aston Martins there. Still battling for position. This is a little bit later. Oh, Thomas Golab in his mix. Oh, Danielle Vitamari misses the turn, and he's going to have to give up a spot here, I think, for these guys, because he is going to get a cut track penalty. I bet he got pushed off track right there. Did you see that? Watch this. Danielle Vitamari's in that red car. Thomas Golab gets into the back of him in that McLaren, and then it sends him sailing. Now he stays in the gas. He's the heck with it, man. I'm going to take that spot, but I have a feeling he is going to have to relinquish that, or he's going to get a cut track. We will see. Vitamari, we'll take a look at him. He's shown in 4th, so not getting any information that he's getting any command to drop to the back or drop back behind those two guys. But he did, full disclosure, he did get pushed. I mean, he got pushed into that turn here. We'll take a look at this again. You see, just behind him, Thomas Golab in that McLaren gets into the back of him and sends him sailing. He's like, heck with it, man. I'm just going to stay in the gas. So it'll be interesting to see what race control says about that. Luke Holm in the BMW, and Farouk Talib. Farouk Talib coming around as Luke takes that spot in the BMW. So Farouk, it looks like he had spun off track. Board here with him as he's going to lose the back end of this. Watch this. He loses the back end. He's trying to catch it. Fortunately does not get in anything, but that Porsche has lost some position. He is now back to the 23rd spot. Hey, guess who the race leader is? That's right, Gregor Bula. A 6-second lead. Now that lead has diminished because Giacomo Ettori is starting to close in here. Now he's opened a little bit of a gap on Adam Karkaszewski. Those guys got pretty racy back there. But Giacomo in that Porsche is in 2nd. Adam Karkaszewski, the BMW, in 3rd. Danielle Vitamari in the Aston Martin shown in 4th. Morris Prosciutto also an Aston Martin shown in the 5th position. Thomas Golab is in the McLaren. He's in 6th. Dino Faldetta in the 23rd position. And, oh, man, he does a good job to keep from getting into Luke Holm there. I don't know what happened to Luke, but he spun around here. We'll take a look at him. This is that BMW. Gets a little bit wide here, and, oh, man, he tries to catch it, and it just spins around on him. Oh, I don't know if he got into the wall there or not, but it looked kind of odd. But you're going to see Dino Faldetta get by there in that McLaren as that BMW gets back on track. Michael Brooks and Andre Rousseau battling for position. Rousseau in that McLaren there, letting that BMW go by, gave him a lot of room. Michael Brooks now in 13th. Rousseau is in 14th. Take a look at the Valerio Margarito. That Porsche right now running in the 20th position. He is still on that lead lap, running in 20th, but he's got a little company right now. Antonello Mastro just behind him. Looking at the back of the Porsche. Antonello Mastro in that McLaren running in the 21st position. Valerio is in 20th, so a good tight battle right here. McLaren maybe trying to set up for a pass here. He's got to run on that Porsche. Lorenzo Finetto running in the 17th position right now in that McLaren, trying to pick up some spots here, working on Gio Navoli, who's just ahead of him. There's about 2 seconds difference between the two of them. Olam here has now caught Dino Faldetta looking out of the front of Luke Olam's machine at Dino Faldetta. And Dino might have lost the back end of his car. Why we got to go through all those camera positions? There we go. Dino Faldetta there tucks in that McLaren. We got to send a message to, we'll take a look at this again. We got to send a message to Studio 397, man. Give me the ability to get rid of half of those camera views. We're going to have to cycle through them to get to a certain camera view. Half of them I don't even want. That one I want. That one's a good one. That one I do not want. That one is terrible. Those are okay. I don't want to cycle through them. That one, I don't know what I'm doing there. Yeah, I know. It's just a game, man. Relax, bro. Gregor Boulot is the race leader. He's got a pretty comfortable lead right now. 5.5 second lead over Giacomo Ettore, who has now opened up a little bit more of a gap on Adam Karkozeski. We'll take a look at Adam Karkozeski running in the 3rd position. 11 seconds down off the race lead. Daniele Vitamari is in 3rd or 4th. Those guys have sort of figured it out, I think. Morris Pasciuta having a pretty tight battle right here with Thomas Golab. Thomas Golab there diving down the inside. Morris Pasciuta, little block. Keeps it coming through. Morris Pasciuta and Thomas Golab battling for position. Aston Martin versus McLaren, and there's that Porsche of Antti Rossi in 7th. I think Artur Zakula's in this mix as well. I'll tell you what, man, that battle right there, Thomas Golab and the McLaren and the Porsche with Antti Rossi. Having a good battle here coming down the straightaway. Artur Zakula in this mix as well, and you see some other guys here coming through. 9th and 10th. I think that Giacomo Ettore might have come down pit lane here. Giacomo Ettore, I believe, making a pit stop. So you see Giacomo Ettore making a pit stop here with 29 minutes left to go. About halfway through, a little over halfway through. Giacomo, a pretty extended pit stop here. And I think all these guys are going to have to make pit stops here, so it probably will end up cycling around. And if you like what you're seeing, man, please hit the thumbs up button, but also click on that link down in the description of the race and follow that Fanatic link. That helps me out if you're interested in purchasing some Fanatic stuff. Follow that link, man. Black Friday is right around the corner. I'm telling you, they're going to have some good deals on the Fanatic equipment. You want to give those guys a look. This guy right here has the right stuff. Gregor Boulot, he is always up front, huh? Always up front. Thomas Golab, Morris Pasciuta, and Antti Rossi. These guys are just flat out getting after it right now. Thomas Golab in the 4th position in that McLaren. Antti Rossi, he's in 6th. Morris Pasciuta in 5th. So we got McLaren, Aston Martin, and Porsche. 4th, 5th, and 6th. I also want to say, if you like what you're seeing, I don't know if I like what I see right there. Morris Pasciuta, he got after it, and he lost the back end of that car. He's going to try to get her straight back up, but Artur Zakula takes that spot, so we'll have to take a look at that on the replay. Oh, no. I think Daniele Vitamari might have come down pit lane too, so I believe he's making a pit stop here. might have come back out. So we'll see if what happened here. Look at this. This is a good battle here with Thomas Golab, Morris Pasciuta, Antti Rossi. Thomas Golab taking that spot. We'll take a look at Morris Pasciuta. I think he's just going to lose the back end of this car. He gets this car really, really wide through the turn, and I think the thing is going to end up coming around on him here. And we're going to see Antti Rossi and Artur Sakula, I think, slide by here. So we're following this Aston Martin here of Morris Pasciuta. See what happened to him. I think we're a little bit early in the game. Oh, he dives in there. That's what happened. He dives in there, tried to get underneath Thomas Golab, but there might have been a little contact right there. And Antti Rossi, Artur Sakula slipping by. Looking out of the front here. Antti Rossi's machine is Morris Pasciuta does a good job there getting back in the gas, getting back up on the horse, so to speak. Thomas Golab, I mean, he was just flat out sideways right there. He was absolutely sideways. And Danielle Vidimari has definitely come down pit lane. Take a look here. This is Thomas Golab here as those guys are racing down into the turn. Watch this, man. He is going to get flat out sideways as Morris Pasciuta is going to try to take that spot. I don't know how he hung on to this. Morris Pasciuta just going to hang this out here, try to dive down to the inside of Thomas Golab and take this spot. And just not going to work out for him, I don't think. Well, we know it doesn't work out for him. But we're going to kind of get a look at Thomas Golab here in that McLaren. And watch this, he's going to be sideways coming off the turn. Look at that. What a great job of hanging on to that thing. Nivoli here running in the 14th position. I think some of these guys are coming down pit lane. I think Antti Rossi might have come down pit lane here, maybe. Antti Rossi here now passing Thomas Golab, and that's what it is. Thomas Golab and Antti Rossi battling for position. Antti Rossi takes that spot in that Porsche. Morris Pasciuta is just flat out. He's hanging it out right now. We'll jump back here and look at Morris Pasciuta. Go board here with him. Watch this. He's going to work the wheel. He's going to flat out work the wheel here. He's sideways there, working that wheel, trying to hang on to that Aston Martin, man. He was trying to gain that spot back and almost caused a big wreck there, but does a good job hanging on to that thing. Guys are taking no prisoners right now. Thomas Golab is in fourth. He's having a battle with Artur Sakula. We'll come up here and check on our race leader, Gregor Bulon. Go side-by-side view again here. So I think this battle is going to heat up. Thomas Golab and Artur Sakula heating up here. This is a good four-way battle here. Antti Rossi, Thomas Golab, Artur Sakula, Morris Pasciuta. These guys are all just great race car drivers. Everybody's going to make a mistake, and there's with these guys, they capitalize on those mistakes. They're there to take advantage of somebody making a mistake. Gregor Bulon just continuing to open that race lead here. 22 minutes left, almost 23 minutes left, and he's got a 10-second lead over second-place car, Adam Karkazeski. Now, I think all these guys are going to have to come down pit lane, and Danielle Vidimari has come down pit lane. Now, he's in seventh, but he's already made a pit stop, I believe. And that's big. See those guys really is trying to get after it. Rossi third. So this is actually a good four-way battle here. Take a look at Mario Saliba running in that McLaren. He is right now running in the 11th position. He's got Michael Brooks just ahead of him in 10th. Haven't seen him out here, so this might be his first race. He's having a pretty good night here, running in the 11th position, battling for that top 10. So that McLaren, Mario Saliba, looking pretty good here. Michael Brooks running in the 10th position, so a pretty tight battle there between the two of those guys. Stefano De Nadal battling Lorenzo Finetto. Couple McLarens there battling for position. Stefano gets off track. I think Lorenzo might be able to take that spot again, so he reclaims that position. So Stefano, we'll take a look at him as he gets into this turn here. He gets in a little bit hot, and he makes this pass, and he just gets in a little bit hot here, and you see he gets off track, and Lorenzo Finetto going to just maintain composure and gets back by. And we're on board here with the Stefano as he holds on to the 16th position now. Call him and Antonello Mastro. Oh, contact between the BMW and the McLaren. A little bit more contact. Luke Holloman at BMW. Oh, man, that was some heavy contact there. He just gets into the back of this McLaren here of Antonello Mastro. And more contact right there. That didn't look like that was anything intentional. It just looked like a misjudge right here. And Giacomo Ettore, Stefano De Nadal battling for position. Giacomo Ettore in that 16th spot now in that Porsche. Stefano down back to 17th. Take a look at Daniele Fittimari. Oh, we got a mess right there. We got a mess. Look at that. We got a mess. Morris Basciuta off track. Not sure what's going on with Morris Basciuta in that 9th place car. It looks like he's retired his machine. He's had it, I think. Now, I'm not sure what happened there. Something happened with Morris Basciuta. Take a look here a little bit before this accident. Morris Basciuta, Artur Zakula. There's going to be some big time problems, I think, right here coming into this turn. Look at that, Morris Basciuta into the back of that Porsche right there, and those guys come around. Artur Zakula in that Porsche, and oh man, Daniele Fittimari does a great job of missing that. Look at that, those guys. Richard Brooks also getting by there. Holy Toledo. That was just incredible. I see look at that move, getting by. Another great move. Two great moves right there. Getting some word that Antonello Mastro might have come off track too. Looks like he comes off track, but keeps that thing ported in the right direction. That's good news for him. We're on board here with Daniel Nieto. As that unfolds, look at that, Johnny on the spot. What a great move by that 97 car. Man, that could have just absolutely destroyed your night. What a tough break for Morris Basciuta. He was doing such a good job, man. And just a little bit of contact with their Artur Zakula and came around, and then those guys get by. Artur Zakula trying to recover here in that Porsche as Daniel Nieto and Richard Brooks had gotten by. Daniele Fittimari also gotten by. So Artur Zakula right now running in the 8th position behind Richard Brooks. So Richard Brooks had gotten by as well. You see Richard Brooks out of the front of this machine. He's going to try to get as many spots as he can back here, so his tires are probably boogered up a little bit. Take a look at our race leader. Gregor Bulan, he just continues to extend that lead as he's now up to almost 11 seconds here on Adam Karkazeski. Look at Xavier Eugenie in that 23 BMW. Right now running in the 17th position. And to sneak up on Stefano De Nadal and Lorenzo Finetto. This guy's just ahead of him. A couple McLarens there. That's Stefano and Lorenzo battling for position, coming down the front stretch. On board here in that BMW, Xavier Eugenie. This is going to get interesting right here. A couple McLarens swapping positions. Stefano takes that position. Lorenzo back to 16th. He's going to leave the door open here up front. I think that BMW is going to try to get by as well. So Xavier Eugenie and that BMW are going to try to get through and not able to pull off the pass. As Lorenzo Finetto holds on to that spot. We'll take a look at him and that McLaren. He's running in the 16th position. I think we've got Arthur Zakula off track here. I think he's coming down pit lane as some of these guys gaining some spots here. Some of those guys, I think, have given up some track position to come down pit lane. Check on old Antti Rossi, running in the 3rd position at Porsche, but he's got some company. Thomas Golab breathing down his neck right now. On board here with Antti Rossi. Man, we're a little close. That's a little close. Are we in your way, Antti? Sorry. Well, let me get out of your way. There he goes. See him working that wheel. Not much room in those cockpits of those Porsches. Those are. What about the McLaren? What kind of room we got in there? Oh, God. Hey, dude, you need to shave. Works in the stock cars pretty well. Doesn't work in these cars. The positioning of the camera is a little bit different. There we go. That's not bad. We're looking at that readout that's not showing anything. On board here with Thomas Golab and his McLaren as he's trying to hang on to the back of that Porsche of Antti Rossi. It's that battle there we saw a little while ago as Stefano gets by Lorenzo Finetto in the turn. Daniele Fidimari, you know, as eventful of a night as he's had, he has really got to, I think, be thankful that he's in the 5th position. So he's having a pretty good night, but he has really, really dodged a bullet here so far with all of the drama that we've had play out here on the track here in this race. 13 minutes left to go in this race as Gregor Bulan is continuing the lead. Adam Karkazeski shown in the 2nd position. Antti Rossi 3rd, Thomas Golab 4th, Daniele Fidimari is 5th. Daniel Nieto and Richard Brooks, Michael Brooks, Mario Saliba, Andre Rosu rounding out the top 10. Take a look at Claudio Barrera running in the 12th position. Work on the back of Arthur Zakula. Andre Rosu in this mix as well. So a little battle here with Aston Martin and the Porsche. couple Porsches there. Andre Rosu and Artur Zakula just ahead in those Porsches. Turn on your lights, man. The lights are going down. Good battle right there. Good battle. Good view of the turn here as Daniel Nieto gets by there. Richard Brooks also coming through. Should be Michael Brooks here in the 8th position coming through. And we're going to have a cluster of cars here, I think. Mario Saliba, Andre Rosu, Artur Zakula, Claudio Barrera all going to be coming through. Look at Thomas Golab running in the 4th position, still hounding Antti Rossi. Look at Adam Karkoszewski, man. He has muscled his way through and right now in the 2nd position. He's closing in on Gregor Bulat. Now, I don't know how much Gregor Bulat is really sort of being cool here, but I think he actually had some lap cars he was making his way through in that Porsche, but that's down to 8.5 seconds lead for Gregor Bulat right now. Adam Karkoszewski 2nd, Antti Rossi 3rd, Thomas Golab 4th, and you know that is a battle there with Antti Rossi and Thomas Golab. It's pretty tight. You see that Porsche there of Antti Rossi. These guys pulling up on some lap traffic here. That could come into play here as he tries to get by. Oh no, Thomas Golab. Oh no, Thomas Golab into the wall. Oh my heavens, some lap traffic there. Antonello Mastro in the McLaren and Thomas Golab get together. Oh no. Thomas Golab's going to end up losing some more positions. Oh, they're leaning on each other right there. They are leaning on each other. Oh my God, they're into the wall. My heavens. Oh no. Oh my heavens. I have a feeling there's going to be some shouting going on. Take a look here. As you see, Antti Rossi gets through. Now, Antonello Mastro is in the 22nd position. Thomas Golab trying to get by. Those guys making contact right there. And then into the wall. My heavens, man. And then these guys get around. I don't know whether they're mad at each other or what the deal is right here, but they're going to start leaning on each other. How much is this? So 22nd car and now the 5th place car. These guys are going to start leaning on each other right here. Actually, I think Thomas Golab's probably got some steering issues. He was hard in the wall. See, these guys are just leaning on each other right there. And then finally, they say, heck with it. Let's just drive straight into the wall. My heavens, man. So that was just trying to get through, and I don't think Antonello Mastro, it looked like the car just got a little bit loose on him, and he spun into the 3rd place car of Thomas Golab, and oh my heavens, man, I know he is just beside himself. Oh, what a tough break there. This is Antti Rossi running in 3rd, so he gotten around Antonello Mastro, but Thomas Golab not so lucky. He has had some pretty bad luck this season. Here's we're looking at Daniel Vidimari running in the 4th position. I mean, that's how it works sometimes, man. You know, you really busted your butt here, so really not anything necessarily that you're doing wrong. You just get caught up in some other people's mistakes and so forth. I think Antonello Mastro has come back down, come into pit lane, so it looks like he's having some handling issues. See, he doesn't have any spoiler on the back of that car, so that car is not going to handle worth a darn, and he comes around, and I think he's going to be coming down pit lane. Pretty darn sure that's going to happen. What a tough break there for Thomas Golab. I hate that for him. He was having a pretty good night running in third. That's just too bad. Stefano De Nadal battling Gio Navoli. Gio Navoli gets by as Stefano back to 14th. Late in this race, these guys trying to pick up all the positions they can. Claudio Barrera trying to get by Arthur Zakula. Good battle there. Oh, some contact right there on the way through. Claudio Barrera and then Aston Martin gets by Arthur Zakula. Arthur Zakula now back to 10th. Farouk Talib in that Porsche. He's enters that turn just a little bit high there, and man, Luke Olam gets by. My heavens. Claudio Barrera continue to pick up positions. Some of these guys coming down pit lane who are late in this race. Stefano De Nadal and Gio Navoli, these guys are swapping positions again. How about this, man? We've seen these guys racing next to each other all night long. And Stefano says, I want that position back. I have a feeling that Gio is not going to give up on this. He says he's going to get after it here. Giacomo Ettore and Arthur Zakula battling for a position. A couple Porsches here swapping some paint side by side into the turn as Giacomo picks up that spot. Arthur Zakula back to the 11th position. So Daniele Fitimari right now in the 4th position. As Gregor Bulak continues to lead. These guys are going to end at night, I think, aren't they? I have a feeling that's what's going to happen. So that Porsche of Gregor Bulak is continuing to lead here. He's got a just under 10-second lead over Adam Karkazeski. Antti Rossi third. Karkazeski's had a pretty good night here. He's had some, he's been involved in a few scrapes there, but he's come out smelling like a rose, so to speak. Antti Rossi is in third. Now Daniele Fitimari is not too far behind him, so he's going to have to stay up on the wheel here as the Aston Martin of Daniele Fitimari shown in fourth, starting to run him down here a little bit. Gregor Bulak is just not going to give these guys an inch, man. This guy's just absolutely spot on. A great job each and every week, always in contention to win. This guy has been solid all night long. And Adam Karkazeski run him down here in this BMW. He's got a little bit of lap traffic here to deal with to set his sights maybe on Gregor Bulak. Time running out. Daniele Fitimari here trying to close in on that third place machine of Antti Rossi. See that car sliding a little bit wide, man. He is trying to get everything he can out of this machine. This Aston Martin running in the 4th position. Daniel Nieto here having a pretty good night in this 5th place car. The 97 car. Good battle there. Michael Brooks and Richard Brooks. These guys have been around each other all night long too. This Michael Brooks in that BMW. He's running in the 6th position. Richard Brooks shown in 7th. So good battle there between the two of those guys. Now I tell you, Richard Brooks has really hung in there. He's been he's had to dodge a few bullets too, and then Aston Martin, so he's hung in there and having a good run here tonight in the 7th position. Got 2 minutes left to go. Giacomo Ettore and Ed Porsche running in the 8th position. Andre Rousseau running in the 9th spot. And Aston Martin. And rounding out the top 10 is Arthur Zakula. Another one of those Porsches. This guy's going to finish at nighttime, man. Full on. You see the flashes going off in the cameras. Better have a good flash. There's just a little over a minute left to go. As that Porsche, Gregor Bulat, continuing to lead. And he muscled his way around and got to the front and just ran off. He's been on cruise control pretty much the whole race. I think we got one more lap in us, don't you? Yeah, I think we do. I think we got one more lap. These guys trying to get everything they can here on this last lap, too, is Stefano De Nadal and Xavier Eugeni battling for position. Stefano picking up another spot, now up to 12th. So it is all Porsche right here. Gregor Bulat. Adam Karkazeski shown in 2nd. As we're starting to wind down this race. This is the last lap here. Gregor Bulat extending that lead. And this is definitely going to do it here. So when he crosses the finish line in first, going to be a huge celebration for that Porsche. Gregor Bulat. Adam Karkazeski 2nd. Antti Rossi currently shown in the 3rd position. Gregor Bulat here coming down the front stretch for the final time to take the victory here at Paul Ricard. So a huge, huge win for Gregor Bulat. Adam Karkazeski finishing in the 2nd position. Good run for him. Antti Rossi. Huge race here for Antti Rossi and finishing in the 3rd position. Daniele Vittimari simply ran out of time to get him, and Daniele Vittimari going to finish in the 4th position. Daniel Nieto is going to finish in the 5th spot. So the Porsches, Gregor Bulat finishing in 1st. The BMW of Adam Karkazeski 2nd, and Porsche there of Antti Rossi finishing in the 3rd position. see good top 10 there. Danielle Vitamari 4th. Daniel Nieto is 5th. Michael Brooks 6th. Giacomo Torre 7th. Andre Rosu 8th. Artur Zakula 9th. Mario Saliba finishes in the top 10. It's like we're still waiting on somebody to get up here and give us a podium. I don't know if I can get all the way up to that point or not. It's kind of a funky place that they put the camera. There we go. Get our podium here. 1, 2, 3. So good job to those guys, and great race for those folks. Gregor Bulat finishes in the with the win. Move his name over here a little bit. Adam Karkazeski comes away with a great race too. He really did a good job there of keeping his car in the mix all night long and really muscling his way through as well. So congratulations to Gregor Bulat on his race win. As we try to straighten that out. Not as easy to do screenshots for these some of these cars here, the camera angles and so forth, but there we go. That'll do it for us. Not exactly the straightest picture in the world, or best centered picture in the world, but see our finishing order there. See if we can't get things straightened up here and get up to the booth. We're going to try to do a podium there, but you know, the way that this race finished here, you can't see any of the cars. A little bit of a shame here. See if we can't get screenshots to work. Now, for what it's worth, let's see if we can't. There you go. Look how dark that is, man. There's your podium right there. Oh, boy. That is what it is. Right there's your podium. Gregor Bulot is first. Adam Karkoszewski second. Antti Rossi third. It is what it is, man. It's nighttime. See if we can't get up here and have a chat. A few drivers.
Hi, Heath.
All right. Hey, how you doing? How's it going, man? Good job tonight, guys.
Antti, do you want to go first? You're on the podium.
Yeah, whichever do you prefer? Yeah, whichever do you prefer? I don't care.
All right. Hey, I got to find my push to talk button here. So congratulations, guys. Good night here for you guys.
Thanks a lot.
Not a good night for me.
I'm amazed I did as well as I did.
Yeah, it looked like things got pretty chippy there for a while. And you know, talk a little bit about what it was like to race side by side with some of those guys through the turns.
Yeah, I think I took like 1.5 seconds out of my PB in the qualification, or just before the qualification in practice, so have to be pretty satisfied.
Hang on one second here. I'm trying to pull up the standings here. I took a picture of the standings here. We'll see if we can't see them because they end up disappearing on me. It looks like the server shut down sort of erase the standings there. Adam Karkoszewski joins me up here in the booth too, and you had a pretty good looks like you had a pretty good battle here with some of those guys. Looks like you might have left.
I think he was just in the wrong voice channel. Give him a sec.
Thomas Golab joining us as well, man. What a tough break for you. It looked like a lap car there kind of got in the way and took you out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm lucky as always.
Yeah, that was such annoyance. We were having such a good battle before.
Yeah, it looks like the turns there just hard to get through. A lot of guys, it seemed like they were really pushing it hard to try to get a nose under another driver to make that pass, and it just seemed like that was a tough task there, especially in the chicane.
Yeah, I think the chicane was like pretty stupid place to overtake. Actually, there were like lots of interesting places in the track to like make passes, but it took few corners to prepare that.
I know I got punted.
Go ahead, sorry.
I know I got punted at the hairpin twice. Well, once at the hairpin, and then once before I even got to the braking point, someone, I think it was Giacomo, just chopped across my nose before we were even near the braking zone. And that made me lose even more ground. And at the start, I was just losing places left, right, and centre. And then I think Richard had a move on me, but he misjudged his braking, so he ended up punting me at the chicane. But I didn't know how to slow to go, so I got a drive through, so I went so far back down the field. So then I was just fighting back from there.
Looks like Adam Karkoszewski joining us up here in the booth as well. And man, you really had to muscle your way through to get up to that second position. Had a good night there and finishing in second. Talk a little bit about your race tonight.
Oh, I didn't train anything, so like podium is almost a win, but like BMW is still too slow to make up grounds.
Well, it seemed like the BMWs did fairly well tonight. I mean, you know, Michael Brooks, you had a pretty good night in your BMW, and
But I
how do you
didn't have
feel
any
about that?
kilograms on board, so I was, you could say, on the standard weight, and like Grzegorz had 30 kilograms, so it shows that BMW, like on pure pace, is not even close to the better cars like Porsche or Aston Martin. So yeah, if I would also have like 30 or 50 kilograms like in Spa, I would be, I don't know, P6 maybe.
For me, like, it was good in the corners, but I had just no pace on the straights. I was, especially the Astons, I was being like hounded like a dog by the Astons so
Aston's
many
was-
times.
Aston's was very fast, and I with 40 kilos. This was very big problem with overtaking on straight.
But this is normal with this mod and like this BOP is wrong. Like, is it the tires or you can say also the setup? BMW doesn't have, for example, preload setup unlocked, and traction control is only like has 6, I think, settings compared to the 12 of other cars, all the other cars. So you can say like BMW is the brick amongst, you can say, normal cars. So yeah, like last, I don't know, half a race, I was lap after lap, I was 9.5, 9.2, 8.9 behind Grzegorz. Like I was not, we were going on the same pace and like until the 0.1 maybe every lap. Like if he or I would make a mistake, then I will not catch him on pure pace.
Well, I think I probably know the answer to this, but do you feel like that, given your feeling about the BMW, you feel like that changed your driving style, where maybe you take some chances that you wouldn't normally take with some of the other cars, the other makes?
Like, let's say I regret to take BMW in the end.
Personally, I just enjoy the challenge. I was going to go in the McLaren, but at the start of this season especially, it looked like half the field was going to be McLarens and Astons, so I just thought I'd go something different. I enjoy the challenge personally.
I saw some 3-wide racing in some of those turns. How did you guys feel about that? I don't know who, I can't remember who was involved in that, but there was definitely some 3-wide.
In which corner?
It seems like it was about maybe 5th, 6th, 7th place there for a bit. Danielle Vidimari, I think, might have been in that.
Vidimari and I think like
Or
some guys made a pit stop, yeah, in the middle of the race for tires. I think like we were going on front and like only the front left was like suffering a bit more, but the other tires were like 60%. So at the end of the race, so yeah.
For me, I was pretty good on tyres, so I knew I could make it the whole race on tyres. Fuel was my main concern. I was lifting and coasting basically 3/4 of the entire race, and then I was able to push for like the final maybe 10 minute laps. Then, but I still had good tyres at the end. I think they were all about 60 still. So just lifting and coasting really helped me.
Yeah, I think that Daniel had drive-through penalty, I suppose.
Yeah, Thomas, you might have been in that 3-wide scenario. They're going into the term. I can't remember. You were somewhere around there.
Yeah, I was around there, but I don't remember it.
Well, how does it change your driving style here, you know, finishing at night? I mean, you start during the day, you finish at night. Is it better when you have other cars around you? Is it more challenging when you're by yourself?
I forgot night was a thing. I was going into the second last corner and like, oh, where the hell's the bloody corner? I can't see.
The chicane at the Mistral straight was like, you know, the rest of the track was like, let's say, lighten up a bit, yeah, like it was visible. But then you can say, like, because the night also goes so fast, then yeah, the braking zone for the chicane on Mistral straight was like, what the fuck? like you were going straight, and then yes, because it's completely dark, and then I think maybe it was last or pre-last lap.
As long as someone if someone took out the board markers, I would have missed all my braking points because that's the only thing I could.
And adding in that you have older tires too once it turns dark too, so that's changing your braking zone as well, I would imagine.
No, the three other tires, because I also didn't train too much, yeah, as I said, so I only took the setup from Silverstone that I drove. Like, I didn't change too much. You know, if I would, let's say, sit at least 1 hour, then maybe I would took different front springs and bumps on the front axle, then I would compensate this more usage of the front left, but still, like, it would not affect overall pace of the BMW, so I would not be able to catch Grzegorz anyway, so yeah.
For me, I mean, I was very nearly close to not even taking part in the race because I was struggling so much around it for such a long time. Like, Thomas will know how much I've been moaning behind the scenes about this track. I was hating it for such a long time.
Yeah.
And literally about, I don't know, an hour before the race started, I found the one setup that worked, and it seems to be I could actually drive without crashing every 5 seconds. So for me, I was just happy to finish.
Well, it seems like the Porsches were pretty strong tonight too. We saw a lot of Porsches up front.
Yeah, the Porsches were quick,
and they didn't have this kind of drop of pace as like they normally had. You can say maybe because of the track and the layout, maybe. But anyway, but still, like, they had to add, you can say, weight to be on the same pace as my BMW. So you can say, in the next race, when I will gain weight, then yeah, it will be the Spa again for me.
Well, it's always an entertaining race watching you guys. You aggressive, but also very fun, man. You get the cars side by side, and you're setting up passes and so forth, and really have to protect your position too. You guys do a great job at these tracks. And you got Misano, I think, next week. How you guys feeling about that track?
I like it because I drove it 2 times this year in other leagues. So yeah, it's you can say it's much more. It's also a flat track, and also those, you can say, very fast corners and heavy braking zones. So it will be like the next, like smaller and shorter version of Paul Ricard. Oh.
Yeah, I think I've never driven there, actually. I think I've never driven here as well either before this race, so we'll see.
I have driven Misano a grand total of 0 seconds. I watched a 2-minute YouTube video about 2 days ago to have a rough idea of where to go. But I'm learning a lot of these tracks as the season goes on, basically.
Yeah, same here.
Well, great job, all of you guys, and again, very entertaining race. You guys do a fantastic job, and enjoy broadcasting these races. You guys definitely make it entertaining. You definitely are the stars, that's for sure. And I wish you the best of luck, all of you, at Misano and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much, Heath. Thanks for the broadcast. Great job. Thank you. Hope to see you next week.
Thank you very much too. I hope I will finish next race.
I hope so too, Thomas. I'm on the Thomas fan club, buddy. I hope you do too. You do a great job.
Yeah, thanks for the stream once again, Heath.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so Thomas, like the only one race that I didn't participate, you finished, yeah, in Nürburgring.
Yeah, before the race, I told Michael that I will not finish it because you will drive.
I am it was like Kvyat departure for Verstappen, yeah, like he was winning every time when Kvyat was deported from Red Bull team.
Yeah, something like that.
So
You're Thomas's bad luck charm, Adam. That's what you are.
Yes.
Good fun, though.
All right, that's those guys joining us up here in the booth, man. Adam Karkazeski, Antti Rossi, Michael Brooks, Thomas Golab, Valerio Margarito joining us up here in the broadcast booth. Thanks so much to those guys for coming up here and joining us. And congratulations to Gregor Bulat. A huge race victory there for that Porsche team. And he just continuing to click on all cylinders. He's just a great race car driver. But, you really got to hand it to those, guys. Michael Brooks finishing in the second position is a pretty big night for him, too. He was really sort of downplaying that whole effort there and, and being in the BMW. But, man, he muscled his way up to the front and did a great job. Very impressive there. Very good run for him. Well, don't forget, coming up tomorrow night, man, we'll be at Mountain Peak. That is Charlotte for race number 11, the final race of the season in the Ironman Racing Series. And that points battle is tight, man. I think it could be come down to the last lap, really, with this series here. 107 laps tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Race number 11, the final race of the season, Mountain Peak Speedway in the Ironman Racing Series. Some stock car action in the Ironman Racing Series, of course. And that'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. And then on Friday, the High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers Series will be at Phoenix. Race number 10 in their 2019 fall season. You've got two 40-lap heat races and the feature race. That's the points race. An 80-lapper there at Phoenix. Practice starts at 7:30 Eastern Time, and racing gets started somewhere around 8:30, 8:45. And no matter what, I think it's if I'm not mistaken, I think no matter what, 10 o'clock is the cutoff time for the heat races, and then you get the feature race going. So you know when the feature race is going to start. So that's coming up on Friday, November the 15th. Phoenix International Raceway in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers Series. I want to say thanks so much to all the folks coming out here tonight and watching the race. Greatly appreciate all of your support. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. You can click that subscribe button there, and then don't forget to click that bell next to the subscribe button so you get updates on when races are coming up, when I have videos that I've uploaded to YouTube. And I appreciate your support. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can click on that donate button up in the banner of the channel and make a donation through PayPal. Please hit the thumbs up button. Share these videos with all of your friends and any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You can share my videos here at TurnLeft TV. Well, that's going to do it tonight here on TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much for joining us. Been a lot of fun, man. Always have fun doing these races, and thanks so much to Sim Racing Mania for letting me come in and broadcast these races too. I love the GT3 cars, and it is really my pleasure, my honor to be able to broadcast these races for these guys. But we'll see you next time on TurnLeft TV. Thanks so much. I got to go let the dog out, man. I'm out of here.